Uh, Hi, everyone. Welcome to Creature Corner. Yes, this intro does slap hard. Thank you, Connor. Thank you for joining us tonight on Creature Corner. My name is Jared Krichevsky. I'm a creature and character concept artist, 3D modeler, ZBrush instructor at Gnomon School of Visual Effects. I've worked on movies like Black Adam, Godzilla vs. Kong, Stranger Things Season 2, Pete's Dragon, Gods of Egypt, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Jupiter Ascending, and all kinds of other silliness. I am a chaos pirate, and welcome to me, my first mate, Matt Millard. Psycho Pirates. Psycho Pirates.
Psycho Pirates.
Psycho Pirates. Yes.
Let's party down.
Let's party down. Happy Halloween to everybody. And the post-Halloween, like, sugar crash, I guess, is what you would call it. But we are going headlong into November. We keep it spooky, even
Spooky
in November.
Squad.
Yeah, we keep it spooky. It doesn't matter. I don't
Spooky
care. We're
Squad.
spooky year round. We are Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So we're gonna jump into our next prompt, which is Gorgon. So a Gorgon, if you go back to like your Ray Harryhausen history, the Gorgon was the snake lady with the snakes for hair. She's a snake lady, and she's got snakes for hair.
Yeah, the Medusa.
The Medusa.
You know, that's where they named the Gorgonzola bean from.
They were. Now I'm reading here from Britannica.com. Topic Gorgon, but in early classical art, Gorgons were portrayed as winged female creatures. Their hair consisted of snakes, and they were round-faced, flat-nosed, with tongues lolling out, and with large projecting teeth. Medusa. And so we're going to do our spin on that thing. But we're going to throw a spin on top of that spin. And we're going to do it like H.R. Giger / Beksinski / Alan Williams / Scorn. So we're going to do like a crazy sci-fi Gorgon Medusa creature.
Yeah, sci-fi Gorgon.
Sci-fi Cygor,
Gorgon.
a score Gorgon.
Smorgasbord.
It's a smorgasgorgon. So I'll jump in real quick here.
Jump in real quick there.
Like 5 minutes of like panicked research before the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Just like grabbing like basic Giger images and other just I want the full Giger and so Scorn, Giger, and we'll be collecting references as well. This is like my dumb thumbnail. So I often get asked like, how do you start a project? And it's really with like a really dumb thumbnail. Like just blast it out of your head as fast as possible, and like don't look back. And
don't get lost in the details.
Don't get lost in the
picture in
details.
your mind,
So I'm thinking like the snake might be coming like out of her mouth, and it's like wrapped around her, or like she might have other snakes kind of like wrapping around her. So then the next stage of any project is prep, right? So I grabbed a quick 3D base model. This is like from Dad's or most any 3D package. ZBrush has a bunch of them. Just get yourself a basic block in, and I'm going to be using a brush pack from Pablo.
Oh, Pablo!
I know I should have had this up before, but I'm grabbing from his ZBrush.
That kind of like the Xenomorph brush pack or whatever.
Yes, he actually has a Xenomorph.
Dude,
a Xenomorph brush pack. So we're going to be
get
using that tonight. So here you go. Check out his website. He's got all kinds of resources and stuff like that. So he's got a very cool Giger brush pack, among other stuff in there, but there it is.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to grab
Just
those.
using his brush pack tonight, and that's what I'm going to be going off of. So, yes,
dude, nice. That's a good workflow.
Yeah, great workflow. So just like pre ideating, coming up with your idea, and then using Krita. Yes, I love Krita now. It's become my like main drawing program. It's like I've completely worked it into my workflow. I feel comfortable in it now. I love it. Okay, so Matt, why don't you take it away?
Yeah.
I love it.
Same workflow, you know. I just got one of those Daz females. She's looking a little fierce.
I mean, Daz is a free program. You can download it, and they have like basic male and female kind of models that you can use.
And that's so I basically grabbed the same thing that you grabbed. You know, just some Giger stuff, Krichevsky stuff, a little bit of the Scorn video game, and then just some of these. There's just something really creepy about the flatness and roundness of that. There you have it.
Yeah.
This was my sketch. This was my little like 5.
Oh, dope.
So I was thinking like
you went all. That's sick, dude.
I was thinking they
had the same amount of time I did, and he put some thought into it.
It's like they like plug into her head, kind of like dreadlocks, right? And they move freely about. Maybe this is what they look like. You know, it's just all fangs.
Yes, that's sick.
And maybe an eyeball comes out that turns you to stone. You know, but then maybe there's some like serpentine elements to her, like those vipers that have all of those like vents on their hood of their nose. Maybe put some holes in there, give her kind of a more of a cyborg feel almost, and then have like some plates, some sort of like, you know, repeating shapes is really big in this kind of language, you know, like with the Giger stuff, like having
hard mechanical lines and shapes.
So that's kind of where we're going.
Super sick, man. I'm really excited for that. I actually have a plan somewhat, which is I'm going to be using some group loops.
Oh, you're just going to go full-blown hard surface.
I think, I'm going to do it in layers. Hopefully, if I'm being smart about it, we're going to do it. We're going to do it in layers. I think with any kind of like hard surface project, you have to kind of plan it out. And I mean, just be super careful.
Ooh, is that spooky music I hear?
I'm still in the Halloween mood. Let's stay spooky.
Yeah, I want to be spooky.
Spooky.
Yeah, so probably just I'm going to try and block in this initial kind of emotion, some basic part lines. I'll just sculpt it out. But I want to get some of that snake language in her, like skeletal, on like a skeletal basis.
Snake language.
Right. Those kind of
snaky, oily.
The Snake-Shaped Language, a book by Matthew Millard.
He's not a lizard person.
And like, what's to stop us from making her like the hag version and not the beautiful version, you know?
I mean, go for it.
That's like version 2, you know? They're like, hey, we want Sci-Fi Gorgon, and then you give them one where it's the pretty one and one where it's the gross one.
The terrifying one. I'm going to do just like a very low-res sketch. Not really like subdividing anything yet. Just keeping it low-res, but I'm like blocking out my shapes. Kind of tilted the head back a little bit too. Or tilted the body back.
Oh yeah.
Do that, but I'll keep the head symmetrical. And then when we're all done, we'll like rotate everything up. Boom, she's looking up. You know, like she's trapped in a pit, like a viper pit.
The viper.
It's a viper. The viper pit.
Yeah, see, with me, I'm like trying to just block in some of these lines based off of my sketch to see like what's really popping in 3D, you know, because a lot of times you'll get like these ideas and you don't know if they're going to work well in 3D. So you just kind of slam them in to see what you start responding to. Like that's just getting a little too complicated. I think the thing I like about this is that it's subtle, right?
I've always operated that like if I just start making marks, my brain will want to fix it.
Yeah.
You know, and if I'm at least putting something down, then I feel like I'm working. You can get stuck and frozen. Too many choices.
Too many choices for a man like me.
Too many choices. Like Matt and I were talking about November. We're like, oh my God. Like 400 ideas came to our heads.
Yeah.
There's so many. So many things you can do. Like we're at a year and like there's a billion ideas. Yeah, Scorn, I haven't played it. I love the art though. I've heard it's a video game.
Yeah, I've heard it's more of like
I'm a fan of those. Myst was
right.
One of the first games I played, and all of those ones, which were just video games in the old days were just like point and click.
Right.
And so I remember a lot of those. And so that's kind of the vibe that I get from it. But
yeah, I heard that's kind of the deal is that people were expecting maybe a little more.
It's
action.
I don't think it was ever built to be an action game. I mean, it seemed like it's indie made, So I didn't expect it to get like a huge budget, but maybe they can make some money now and do a sequel with that might have more action into it. But it's it's supposed to be like a puzzle solver game,
right?
But it's just all set in this like dope ass world.
And the creepy,
dystopian. I don't know, biomechanical hellscape.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan of hellscapes. Overall,
solid move.
Solid move to go hellscape, man. Yeah. So initial block in first. And I'm not like I'm just thinking écorché, so I'm thinking about like the flow of the muscles and the anatomy underneath. But I'm not like trying to be married to anatomy here either.
Right. Because you're gonna have to break it,
Because we're gonna have to break it.
To get a nice creative, sexy shape.
Create a good shape.
I created a good shape.
Sculpture is made up of making good shapes.
It's the foundation.
Oh, got a good question. What do you guys think about the new Hellraiser designs? They totally slap.
Oh, dude.
Totally
incredible.
Slap. Keith Thompson and Pete Morbacher.
Loved them.
They've been posting work. Totally slaps. I love them.
Yeah. Slam
there's so many like details and nuance to all the designs, so I'm still like I'll just pick them up and I'll like kind of like stare at them for a while and try to understand their process. But it's got me wanting to like draw and paint a bunch.
Gosh, dude, the official artwork is just like
super cool. And then
so good.
Mario Torres is he's one of the sculptors on them on the Cenobites, and I got the chance to work with him at Legacy, and his work is insane. He's a total monster guy. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
So he sculpted a lot of the Cenobites. So he's taking their designs and putting it into clay.
Yeah, and the whole using the flesh as the outfit.
That was like I think that was the biggest shift, is away from the black leather bondage kind of
right.
BDSM kind of stuff that Hellraiser's known for. But which I loved. I thought it was super cool. I thought it was I thought it was a great design choice. Fresh vehicles for pain.
Fresh and delicious.
What
did you think of the designs?
But yes, tell us.
Yeah, tell us
what you thought about the new Hellraiser.
Tell us, sweet child.
Connor says Navanth Shathara. Sorry, I can never pronounce his name, but he's amazing. I have not seen those yet. Now I want to see those.
What is it? Oh, cool.
Let me see if I can find them.
Looby looby loo, scary snake lady, coming for your children. I think mine, it turns you to stone, but it's also really into eating babies.
That's really cool.
Yeah, just gotta get.
I like that. I think that's super cool.
You just gotta hit them with something just a little different.
Okay, I see now. All right.
Dang.
That's rad. That's rad. Yeah, that's super sick. How long has I not followed him?
That is insane.
Yeah, that's cool. Weird. He went in a totally opposite direction.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they hire artists specifically for that reason.
Yep.
Show us the weird stuff, go somewhere else. So this is super cool.
That's awesome.
This is like a more, I would say, mechanical.
Yeah, it's like biomech
kind of fused in there, but you need someone to go in that direction anyway, just to explore.
Yeah, just to see if any of that is working, because that's always stuff that you'll get a bunch of artwork and they'll be like, they missed the mark a little bit here and there, but we really like this element.
They definitely talk about it.
Yeah.
That's the thing that happens is like your work, as an artist, you don't hear that conversation, but that conversation's happening.
Mm-hmm.
They print out your work really big. Most of the time it goes on pin boards, things like that,
right.
Which are in the production offices. The production offices contain offices for the staff and production assistants, people who are like making calls, scheduling appointments, hiring casting agents, and all these things. So all this artwork that you're doing is going up on these pegboards, and they walk by it every day. And they commission artists. Art comes in. They have meetings about it. So many meetings.
Yeah.
And these meetings are long, laborious things where every possible thing going on in the movie, is discussed. So your art is a part of that, and
it's hundreds of images.
Yeah, I mean, like you are not doing this in a void. There's a lot of people working on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're doing a lot. And so you're hoping that your work gets to be seen.
And that's the goal.
That's the goal.
Beep beep.
Peter.
All right.
Bibbity. Bibbity jibs.
Quinn Biddleston, attorney at law.
I'm just waiting on those beans.
Don't mind me, just waiting on these beans.
Oh wait. Don't wait up. I'll be here.
Don't wait up on me.
Waiting for the beans.
Let's see here.
Yeah, they were fun.
What just happened?
What happened? He broke it.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, that's looking weird, man. I see the Viper in there.
Yeah, it's crashing right now.
Oh, cool. You're having a good time.
You know.
You set up your quick save?
I mean, let's see. I think I probably lost most of that.
Oh no, really?
That's okay. Let's see here. What does it look like? Not good. Okay. We got a little bit over here. Well, that's okay, guys.
I've got my base kind of underneath. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it and save it as a backup. But now what I get to do is make a bunch of little masks. We're going to polygroup all this stuff. Oh, is he back? What happened? Oh, you're here. You're here.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay. I thought your computer had crashed. I feared the worst.
I feared the worst. Okay. Where is my Photoshop? Cool.
Cool.
Quick.
It's all broken.
Yeah. It's
Matt, so I guess for context, Matt just got a new computer. He's been waiting for this moment for so long, and I was hoping he would come on here and like wow us with its power. But
yeah, that was the goal.
But as always happens when you set up a new meeting, everything breaks.
Yeah, it's just hasn't really been going perfect, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
We're here for it.
We're here for it, and we'll figure it out.
We're doing it live.
All I have to do is resculpt everything I just sculpted. But that's how it goes.
Oh, so many crashes. Which, thank you. You reminded me to save.
Yeah, go ahead and save.
In my brain, grapes.
In my brain, grapes.
All my friends are made of grapes and beans.
And beans.
Man, grapes and beans, that's not something you'd pair together.
The man's into grapes and beans, Your Honor.
Agony is basically like Scorn, but its setting takes place in an artist's classic depiction of hell itself.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
When? I think shortly after Gnomon, maybe. I can't remember. I remember seeing stuff around then. That game looked sweet.
I do want to play that, and I really just don't have much time to play video games. I tend to abandon really big games because they're too big.
They're just too big for big games.
That's why fighting games are perfect for me because they're fast and I can just pick them up and be dumb.
Just going to save every 2 minutes.
Probably a good idea.
I'm just ready to start getting some tubes in here. I've got a couple of brushes I've made for some weird scales and stuff. I might really push the reptilian element after I get my parting done. And I want this, for the record, I want this to be flesh, like a fleshy membrane in between. Like she's got a split jaw, right?
Oh, she got the extended viper jaw.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Thinking you're
Also,
the man's thinking again.
The man has begun to think. Okay.
Now I get to slice through these bad boys.
Yeah, show us what's up.
Since I've been polygrouping everything out, now I'm going to select those polygroups and use the slice tool to cut through them. So my topology here is going to be real ugly. So that's the point. Don't get married to it. Just live in the ugly, baby.
Live in the ugly.
Live in ugly. And then I'll mirror and weld it. Slice parts up, mirror and weld it. Doesn't matter, right?
He likes it.
Group loop it. It's all going to get group looped. So select this big section. Cut the nose off. Here. There is a method to this madness. There's a whole kind of method going on here.
Methodical carnage at its finest.
But doing this technique, make sure that you save a lot. You have to save. Okay, so I got a bunch of these. I'm going to duplicate my model just because I'm like paranoid, right? You want to be able to go back. Quick save again. Now I'm going to take this thing, and in the regular menu, it's here under Edge Loop, Group Loop, right? Now I've docked it on my menu over here, just how I like to keep things. And then I'm just going to run a group loop over it. Now, normally you can set it to like 5, 6, 7 loops, whatever. I'll set it to 2. And then you might want to set the polish, the G polish, either high or low, depending on the result you want. And then triangle. If you're trying to hold on to like nice studio, then turn this off. But most of the time, I'm working with junk geometry anyway, so I'll keep triangle turned on. Okay, then boom.
Ooh, sexy.
So now we've got loops around everything, and kind of like it polishes the geometry here. And then once again, I'm going to duplicate because I like to be paranoid, but also because we can use, these same pieces again and again. And, build up layers of stuff. So,
yeah, dude, that's dope.
It's a fun technique. And, I've wanted to do this for a while. But then you use your Z modeler, BZM, and let me pull that up. But if I do things like I extrude polygroup island, just pull like this guy up.
Yeah.
I want to do that. Wrong layer. There we go. We've already got this kind of mechanical language. Now we'll do it in the head.
Get ready for action.
Get ready for action. So this already has kind of like a Geiger-esque feel to it. So it's you can extrude them in or out, make all kinds of like fun choice here.
Life is about fun choices, everyone.
About making choices.
Choices that are fun.
He's making a choice. He's choosing life. He's choosing dystopia. Dystopiary. I don't know. He's only got one set of glasses.
What does that even mean?
Oh, how did I not know about group loops? Always remesh with groups to smooth. Yes. Group loops has been around for quite a while, but it's just a fun little secret. You can do other things with it, like if I'm going to duplicate just for sake of demonstration. But if you turn off, the polish value, or you turn it up super high, or you turn this on and off, right? You'll get different kinds of results. We try like no polish. So like polish here is really what kind of defines it. How hard those edges go. You'll see it'll really create some really unique kind of weird geometry. Then couple this guy with like panel loops, and then you'll get like harder planes with it too. Watch as I use panel loops. You'll get like really tight, bizarre kind of robot geometry.
It's Robo Geo.
Robot geometry.
Next week on Robot Geometry.
Robot geometry with my friends. Out of this. There we go.
I've elongated my girl's neck a little bit to give her a little more snake. And then I'm gonna, what do we got? I'll just start kind of sculpting where these like, like the belly of a snake. I have it illustrated down to here. And then, you're just gonna have like belly skin.
Belly snakes.
But these are gonna be some sort of organic panel. There you go. All right, just blocking in the idea.
Crease PG. Where's that crease? Gotta crease that polygon. There we go.
Gotta crease that gone.
You gotta crease those polygons.
Gotta crease those polygons.
Crease those polygons. That boy is polygon. And I'm not like going in with like a plan, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna sculpt. This is definitely going in this way. This is going in this way. I'm just kind of like making choices. He's making a choice.
He's making a choice.
People heard he was making a choice. Materials.
What's up?
This. What's up? Indy, yes, man, hell yeah. We good knowledge and terrible senses of humor.
Yeah, we are really
Dumb.
soft-brained humans.
We are smooth.
We are smooth in the brain.
We are smooth here. But my God, are we dumb? And then what's cool is you can extract pieces off and, create armor. I mean, truly, whatever.
You've got a question here, I think, from Goldie James.
What's that?
You've got a question here from someone.
Oh, we've got a question. How to choose those polys to create the meshes?
I think he's talking about yours, like the muscle groups.
Oh, yeah. So, this was done by taking a mesh that I sculpted on top. So it's just a very simple base mesh that I got from Daz, and I've just sculpted it up. Basically, just carved some kind of random shapes in there. I then polygrouped out some areas. You can see that it's very ugly, and so this is not like a pretty technique at all. And then I ran group loops, which is again found under geometry group loops here. Geometry edge loop group loops. So that ran in group loops, and then I have now been going over that model and basically just extruding pieces here and there, just kind of willy-nilly. Now I'm going to take some of these pieces. This guy. This is why I was cutting this in half. I'm just going to select this one side, and I'm going to slice it. I'm just going to carve some weird shapes into it.
Slice and dice, baby.
Nice, baby. And then watch this. I might even slice a circle.
Oh, watch out.
Hey, you're going to slice a circle.
Slice a circle.
He did it.
For the love of God, this man sliced a circle.
He sliced a circle. So there you go. Now I've sliced a circle. And I might even do this same thing to this side. I hear a Slayer.
Yeah, he's shaking it out.
He's shaking it out, that boy.
That boy is a chaos tube from the future.
Oh, now that I've got sliced circle, I'm just going to slice a bunch of circles. It feels good to slice a circle. But now I'm going to take those same spots. I'm going to duplicate. I'm paranoid. I'm going to see if I can run group loop on them again. Ooh, did not look good. Turn polish off.
Just gonna block some tubes in, just for
I'm gonna block some tubes.
Just for a placeholder. Actually, the plan has changed. Yeah, because I've got. Okay. Sculpt in some more snakeskin panels here, see if that's working.
To call this like the last of my paneling. Didn't quite work how I wanted, but that's okay. Sometimes with this technique, you get some really like ugly geometry,
Oh yeah.
and the temptation is to like fix it as a modeler because you're like, I can fix this, but then you have to remember you don't have time for that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
whenever I first started learning Z Modeler, I was doing a lot of that, like finding some really cool shapes and extrusions on the panels and all that stuff. And then whenever I went to like try and UV it or something like that, I'm like, oh my God, there's like a million
yeah, you're like, this is horrendous.
old edges in here. This is bad.
This is bad.
But that's okay. It's all about having a good time.
It's all about having a good time.
See, I think what I'm doing is I'm like blocking in my sci-fi base, and then I'm gonna go Giger Beksinsky on it.
Is
Big
it Beksinsky? Beksinsky?
Yeah, what is it? How do you say it?
That was Beksinsky.
Beck.
Oh, dude, you're going full snake girl.
Yeah, I'm going snake. Then I'm gonna hit it with that organic Beskinsky's.
Okay, so great question is, did you plan out those shapes or is it a happy accident? Happy accidents, 100%. I am only operating on luck. Let's see. How do you get to the next step if you see issues? Well, the good news is this is not a production model. So this is concept. This is obviously very ugly topology, and we're just here to make some art.
And that's how models come in.
Yeah, like someone like me basically smashed a bunch of ugly shapes together, and then I give it to someone like Matt who just like curses me out.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on. You were always really good at delivering nice models.
Thanks, buddy. Oh well, like if I know for a fact like if this is going to go to a rigger and an animator, yeah, I'm gonna get you the nicest, cleanest, most professional model ever.
Yeah, like you always want to take that day whenever you hear like the studio wants your model. You're like, okay, well, give me a day and I'll get it to you. I want to plus it up and make sure it's up to snuff.
So now I'm using extrude with extrude polyloop. And this is also adding random details kind of all over. Like, so let me show you. Extrude. So I'm in the Z modeler. I'm extruding and hover over extrude polyloop. And this is, again, some like happy accident stuff. But man, does it look cool when it works. So it works for the vibe. Like, I knew this is a technique that would be, in particular, very, very cool to show.
Yeah.
It's bioorganic. It looks like it's flowing in weird places.
Yeah, because you're like a slave to wherever those edge loops come from.
Yeah, and it's the also the bonus is that I knew the model had good topology because it came from DAZ, or at least like decent edge loops and all that stuff.
So I just went ahead and undid everything.
It just is gonna undo all of it.
There we go. I like that much better. Yeah, that's nice. Sometimes you just gotta like sculpt on something for 15 minutes and be like, you know what? This is an example of what I don't want.
Yeah, I mean that's so true. You have to like make peace with making mistakes that you might not like get it where you want right away. This is also why I operate on happy accidents. because then I'm not forcing it out of my head.
We got a question about Daz here from Indy.
Oh, how do we like using Daz? I have mixed feelings about it. Mostly that it's like I haven't played with any new versions, so I'm just going off of like the last version I played with, which was like last year. But the posing sucks. Like trying to pose a character is a pain in the butt. The system they built is really cool, but their interface is atrocious. So it's like it's got like if they got a really good UI designer and they worked with like artists that had like my dumb brain, then I think they could clean it up, because I think it feels like a product made by like software engineers trying to solve an art problem, but they're thinking like engineers and not like artists.
Yeah, I mean we use it for ZBrush, like
to basically
open it up
out of
we'll pose it in ZBrush. We'll do all that extra shit in ZBrush. It's like, give me just like a decent base model.
yeah, exactly. So that's like it for us. I've seen some some pretty decent renders out of it too. So like, who knows? I think this is one thing I really like about Keyshot is they really get UI. Like, it's dumb and easy for an artist, and it works.
Yeah.
Though I am using Marmoset a lot more now, which I like. Did I show you what I was doing in Marmoset, Matt?
I don't think so.
Oh!
No.
Pull that up.
Okay, I pull up.
I'm still learning my way around it, but...
So do you have to UV or not?
Yes, you definitely... Like, well, in this case, I took an old model that I...
Yeah, you've already textured this.
Yeah,
right?
I've already textured this and all this stuff, so... But I like it a lot. It's super fun. I even took my HDRI out of Keyshot.
Here, let it sit.
Okay, weird. It also has a denoiser in there.
Yeah, that's nasty, dude.
Yeah, super fun.
Looks great. Can you control the scale of the subsurface?
Yeah. You want me to bump up?
No, I'd half it for sure.
Oh, yeah. On him or the worm?
Both.
Yeah.
And then I think it's like locked because the shit looks gross. Dude, the black armor and the white skin look really, really good, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Like
you see how how bright red is, that just super bright red is pushing through.
Yeah.
It's way too
dark in the red thing.
Well, I mean, I don't know what your diffuse map looks like. It just literally looks like it's at a scale of 100 and needs to be at a 0.1 or something.
Yeah.
But it looks awesome, dude.
Well, I could play around with that forever. But I'm having a good time learning.
Dude, it's so sweet how fast it is.
And yeah, that's what's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I love that. That looks so good. Yeah, that's gross, man. So what's the deal? Like, oh yeah, see, that's nice.
It's even got
that's nice.
Here's some really fun stuff. Is they've added like animated film grain.
Oh, cool. Let's see it.
So you can add.
That's cool. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So you can add dirt and stuff, and you can animate cameras and put other animations in here too. But it's just fun to see. But it looks super cool.
Dude, yeah, it runs super fast as well. So yeah, I mean, it's got to be UV'd. You got to texture it.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely. This is for rendering for sure. Mm. It's pretty much just a rendering program.
Yeah, I mean that's.
It does have texturing in there too, but.
Right, but it's basically a real-time renderer and not a bucket ray traced renderer.
Yeah. There is. It does have ray tracing now, I think.
I'm sure it does, but it's like the real-time ray tracing.
Yeah.
It's basically like an Unreal version of like a standalone renderer, right? Like
Yeah.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the demo. I still haven't installed it yet.
I know. Well, it's like when we have so many programs to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you know this program? We're like, well, no, but I can pick it up pretty quick.
Yeah, dude, that's one I've been wanting to get into. Whenever I saw that you could bring your animations in and texture and stuff in there, I was like, okay, like this might be a tool. And I don't know why it's the thing is like you just don't want to sit down for like a couple of weeks and really learn new software,
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the crux. It's like, you just want to sometimes you just want to make something.
Yeah.
And
and you know your way. You know your comfortable way. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to be stuck like learning a whole bunch of new stuff when you could just be putting stuff out there. I happen to be at a place where I'm like, I need to learn new stuff right now.
I know. I'm gonna have to start jumping into Unreal pretty soon here. That'll be fun.
I had a good time in it. I think if I was a better environment artist, I would enjoy it more.
Dude, no joke. The environment level work you can do is insane.
It's crazy. But that's one thing I learned at Gnomon is like there's always going to be a new program. There's always going to be new people, new stuff to learn. And I learned about the beans.
And I learned
that man can't have enough beans. Even some of this stuff doesn't like fully work. But
yeah, I mean, now you've got a selection of cool shit you want to use.
Isn't that fun?
It's always fun.
It's always fun.
It's always a fun time whenever you're a fun guy.
He's a fun guy. You're going to like him. You're going to like the way you look.
You're going to love the way you look. Okay, let's just play around here.
What do you mean you don't like the way you look? What are you talking about? You don't like the way you look? Well, give me back the suit. No, it belongs to me. Give me the suit. It's mine. Hollywood.
Scooby dooby dooby doo.
Skibby Pibbins.
Scooby.
Oh,
Pibbins.
Yeah, dude. After we talked today, I went back and I watched the part of Barbarian that I missed. So
yeah.
I definitely missed that chunk of information. And that changed my perception. I was like, oh, okay. Because I was trying to, I was trying to watch Barbarian while I was working.
That movie was so sweet, dude.
And so I wasn't paying attention. And so at the end, I was like, huh?
Yeah, I get you.
But now, after having rewatched it and getting some more information, I feel better.
Starting to punch in some of my brushes here to get just some biomechanical lines maybe, but they're still kind of reptilian scales. Let's see what it looks like without color. Okay. Something to think about.
Something to think about.
I have duplicated my base just as Jared does because we do get nervous as artists.
Yes.
It's like, dude. But what if, what if it crashes?
Save.
Yeah, Sci-Fi Gorgon.
A Scorn Gorgon.
I'll probably end a Scorn Gorgon.
A Scorn Gorgon.
I'll probably end up doing several different layouts and seeing which one I like the most, but because this is feeling very, it is Sci-Fi Gorgon. But I've got a feeling like we need to go like gross on it. Audio is going crazy, is what Miguel said.
You sounded good to me. So it's not on our end, I guess. I don't know. Is everybody else your audio okay?
Is everything good?
I feel okay. Oh, he's talking about the music. Music going hard.
Oh.
That's what I'm assuming. The newest Unreal is pretty easy to learn. Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool. High poly vertex. Yeah, there's no like. There is high poly in Marmoset because I haven't had any luck getting in. Maybe there's something I have to do. Because I would like to do vertex painting in Marmoset. It would be rad. I have the latest update, so I'm wondering if I'm just not doing something right. But now that I know that,
the man's got the update.
Oh, buddy! Once I get it working, I'm gonna work with it.
Yeah, like maybe I'll have this bio or this kind of reptilian mechanical vibe, but then I'll go in and kind of sculpt some nasty organic flow in the middle of it all.
I like it.
Sci-fi. Looks like it could be a practical makeup at this point, which is kind of appealing in its own way.
I'm getting Metropolis vibes from mine. But I think but I think that'll change once I change the material. Okay.
It's a full-blown snake lady in this mug.
I feel pretty good about that. I feel pretty good.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Happened pretty quick. And I might send it over to Keyshot just to play with it.
Yeah, just to see what the materials are looking like,
Get a little lighting set up. Have a little nosh. Is my audio bad?
What?
Oh, okay.
It's my fault.
You can turn on vertex paint in the material. There's a switch on the albedo setting. Cool. That's how you can show polypaint from ZBrush. Oh, buddy, we are the spookiest, baby. We are so spooky.
Spectacular.
Dude, well, thank you. I'm gonna play with that. But I tried importing a mesh and it just took forever. So I don't know if that's just it's just gonna take a long time. Maybe. I'm literally used to like one button in ZBrush is like blue.
Yeah, that's the thing is that, they're kind of forcing you to get into a little bit of production.
There we go.
It's a little bit of a sad journey.
What's that? A sad journey?
Yeah, I feel the same way, right? Like I got this new machine and I can't run my
You can't do the things you
the
want.
Logic
yet.
ZBrush version of Keyshot on this new machine, and now I got to buy a whole new one, and it's like, dude, I'm sad. You know, but it's also like, okay, well, it's either that or UV it, texture it, get it in Maya, that kind of thing. And that's a story that I just told. I can tell it again if I.
Tell us one more time.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are really interested, I'll tell you. Biomechanical lizard lady.
He's a biomechanical lizard lady.
It says turned into just lizard people at this point.
But you know what? Go where that's the point of the prompt, right?
Yeah, I mean it's it's
Stuck
a
with it.
sci-fi Gorgon.
Yeah.
Cool. Be sure and save your file. Oh my god. I'm gonna pop in some tubes. Placeholder tubes. And it's like biomechanical, so maybe the things coming out of the head is, part machine.
I'm trying to think, like, how would I do this material?
What are you looking for?
Oily black, right? Just black on black, right?
Oily black?
Yeah, it's like oily and dark and black, but
Are you you're talking about trying to imitate that?
yeah.
You probably just use occlusion.
What's that?
You probably use occlusion to drive black and white on a material.
It's kind of what I'm doing. Oh, there you go.
Oh, dude, Voice in the Hollow is coming out in a couple of days, right?
Oh man, it's looking really good.
The 11th or something like that. I'm gonna be tuning in for that big time.
It was really, I tune into the streams, so it's like watching them go through like how they problem solve.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm ready to catch up on that. Let's see. Okay, just blocking some random tubes in.
Some tubes, man.
Just want to get into Keyshot and see what's working. I'm going to go ahead and do my dread little insert freaking curve tube. I can never remember which one it is. Curve tube snap. Let's see here. Look at the illustration, and they just go. A little smaller. Yeah. Okay. Yes, just very simply going like that. Wow. Oh no.
What did you do?
Okay. Ooh, that was close. I forgot that I subdivided the mesh thinking it was just the tubes, but it was everything. So it went up to like 40 million polygons, and I was like, uh-oh. But we're good. We're going to send it over to Keyshot. We're going to send that boy over to Keyshot now.
We're going to send him over to Keyshot. You think we won't send him over to Keyshot?
You think I won't do it?
You think I wouldn't go there?
You guys are psychos.
All right. Yes, we are psychos. Wait, what? Why can't you run Keyshot? Well, Matt's got a new computer. Great heavens about thy moving picture tonight. The finger of nails. Yes, hello, fingernails.
Ooh, what's up, bro?
What's up? Making some spookies. That's what we're doing.
Okay. I have saved.
I think I'm ready for tubes.
Send it on over. Sending it on over.
He's sending it over.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something going on. There's something going on.
There's something going on with his computer. It's in his neighborhood. It's waiting while you sleep. All right. Let's get serious.
Okay.
I've been playing with my tubes.
I've been playing with my tubes.
My tubes! My tubes!
Oh, Scoob!
Help me, that man ran away with my tubes. Those are mine.
Those are my tubes.
All right. I feel like I need a big... I'm going to grab Epic Pen, because sometimes it just helps to have the ability to like draw over something real quick. Like if I gave her... Why aren't you working? Hey. Epic Pen. Hello. Do you love it? I love it. It won't let me use it. Oh well. I'm going to give it a big shake. I'm gonna give it a big old shake. Send you a pic where it's at. The one on the lower right, which is Matt's, looks like she could be a Cenobite.
That's my fault.
It was a Doctor Who baddie. A Cenobite, which is like what a Cenobite gets at the mall. He gets a Cenobite. Matt, did you have a spooky Halloween? We didn't even talk about it.
Man, this is the first year in I don't know how long that I didn't do anything for Halloween, and I was pretty sad about it.
You know, it's like nobody in our neighborhood decorated, and like we didn't even do much for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I saw, we took the kid out, and he went trick or treating for about an hour.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the the big spooky skeleton.
I did do the big spooky skeleton, so that was kind of my big project.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's fine.
It's fun.
It's fine.
Fun.
Fun. It is fun.
Fun.
Actually, because that was kind of my project for a while for the month. Now I want to do it to like a bunch of other, kind of skulls and update them that way.
Right. Yeah, that'd be cool. What in the flip gibble is going on here? Gibble Flipkins. I know that name.
Paging Gibble Flipkins. Gibble Flipkins.
Gibble Flipkins. Gibble to the front office, please.
You have a call at the courtesy phone. It's always like it's a huge inconvenience. Yes. Tool. Yes, I love Tool. Schism had a big effect on me as a kid.
Oh, you guys talking about Tool?
Yeah, we're talking about Tool.
Talking about Tool.
Talking about Tool. I've had about enough of this song. There's not like a lot of like horror streaming music choices.
Dude, for the life of me, I can't get these color windows to just be normal sized on mine. You just keep jumping.
It takes forever until your settings all start sticking together.
Yeah, there you go. I think that could work. I think that's starting to look like we're going somewhere. So what I'm going to do is save this scene. Can't save it because it's the demo version. Wanted to let you guys know that.
Oh no, dude.
Wanted to let everyone here know that whenever you spend all of that money,
you gotta spend a bunch
they're like, you know what? just go ahead and shell just a little more out, and then we can talk about it.
It'll be okay, guys. Just shell out a bunch of money.
It's going to be fine. I don't want to hear another thing about the tables.
I don't want to hear about the tables.
Okay. But of course.
But of course. Yeah, I'm just like extruding a bunch right now. It's not like. Oh, and then that looks ugly too. He's trying to extrude a bunch of edge loops. Just like his father taught him.
Just like his father and his father before him.
You know, my dad was an edge loop extruder.
He was a beautiful boy.
He was a beautiful baby boy. And then they told him he couldn't extrude edge loops anymore.
What? Oh, I see. Beep boop.
Beep boop, baby.
Attorney at law.
We are just a beeping and a booping.
Beeping and a booping and beeping and a booping and.
You can tell we're just like deep in thought, like in the process.
I'm just excited that.
Damn, yeah, man, you got into that fast. You got into color and lighting. That was super quick.
I'm here to party. What do you think?
Oh, it looks great, dude. It's awesome. That's super cool.
Yeah, I want to get away from. I feel like I've got the big block in, but now I can make it a little grosser. You know what I mean?
Your audio definitely kicks out when you're in Keyshot.
Can you hear me now?
It gets fuzzy.
It gets fuzzy.
It gets fuzzy.
Okay. I'm gonna take a $5. I'm gonna let this render. I'll be right back.
Okay. He'll be right back after these messages. Hey, Justice, hello, welcome, sir. Thanks for hanging out. We are doing some Giger Beksinski inspired Medusas. So just working with real ugly geometry. It's not pretty, but it doesn't have to be. She's a lovely lady. Lovely, lovely lady. Let me extrude some loops here. If I crease. I'm wondering if I crease it. Now, there's lots of ways I could cover up this garbage geo in here. I could, like, smash it into the head a little bit more. Squash it. That way, no one will ever see it and no one will ever know. Kind of just playing a guessing game of like what loops will look good. When I need it, I'll extrude. When I, feel it's right, I'll push out. Go by feeling, baby. Yeah. A lot of Metropolis in there too, for sure. In my hallway in my home, we have a large Metropolis wallpaper, and so that's definitely something I stare at all day. I stare at a lot. Time for more tubes. That's what the people want. There we go. Really trying to work with this tube right here. It is very difficult. That might be because I have both positions locked. There we go. All right. Now here's where the Medusa part's coming in. But instead of a lot of random snakes, they're two kind of like symmetrical. Almost like horns. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to turn on liquid. So that'll allow me to draw. Sorry, not liquid. We're going to turn on elastic. There we go. So allow me to pull out some more geometry. We're going to send this over. Temporary as it is, so we can get a feel for it. Question is, do you keep your subtools as dynamic subdiv? Yeah. Right now I'm just using the preview dynamics, so I'm not solidifying anything yet. Horns look like Vincent D'Onofrio from The Cell. Yes, kind of a little subtle cue in there. Yes, I love it. So I'm going to see how they look and It's like the question is will I like it? If I feel like it takes up too much attention. Okay, so it feels too big. At least that's kind of the way I feel about it right now. That's kind of a cool frame. But Medusa is kind of part of it. I feel like it takes up a lot of weight, and like this is what I'm really interested in. So maybe we figure out another. There's a way around this. There's a way to make it cool. That's why it's good to have this live. This curve is active, because then I can move it around and change it. We're not married to it. And then I'm also going to turn on the size intensity here. So it tapers thick to thin. It's a little too thin. Let's turn off intensity. Oops. Too much. I felt like going up was too much. Might just try going out like this. Lost my kind of like curve here. Let me try turning on elastic. Maybe that'll work.
Hello.
Hello.
Fresh eyeballs. See what we got.
Fresh eyes. Always good to look at it with fresh eyes.
Yeah, every hour and a half, man. That's my rule. Every hour and a half, step away for 5 minutes and come back.
A very good rule.
What do we think? I think I want to make the tentacles like fixated, like it's a crown on her head. But what I'm going to do first is sculpt my little, where are they at? These guys. I'm going to sculpt this guy right quick, make him an insert mesh brush and stick him on the tentacles I already have.
Let's see. I like this better.
Say what?
Well, I'm not sure if I like it better. Well, I was playing with the horns, with these like snakes coming out of her head, either going up,
Okay.
horns down, and I don't like either one.
Yeah, maybe just down towards the chest, like slithering off screen.
Yep, that's kind of what I guess I'm going to do. I think that's a wise choice.
And I've got my, what do I have here? Since this is like a 4-pronged kind of snake mouth here, I've got my transform set to X and Y, so I get all 4 in symmetry. This, no matter what you're doing, is always fun. Even if you sculpt garbage, just having like radial symmetry or like
dude, yes,
symmetry, it's
always,
the funnest thing.
It's always so fun to play with.
It's always so fun.
People don't understand. I'm playing with toys all day.
Yeah. So we're gonna make
your own toys.
Next week on Snake Fangs.
Snake Fangs.
So what I missed while I was gone? Anything exciting?
Oh man, I stared at a computer screen.
Dude, nice.
What I always told myself I was going to be doing as a boy. I commit, even if I don't like it. Now I'm going to give her a mouthpiece, like something going over the mouth, and then that's going to wrap around her. I think.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Starting to feel very Gigery with that kind of submissive body posture.
Yeah. Giger. That dude. My man had a vision.
He said, make art of what you're scared of, and then did a bunch of penises.
And we're still scared. His work still terrifies us to this day.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm going to take a sphere and jam it on the mouth. Just like that. Boom.
Jam it on the mouth.
Jam it on the mouth. This is low-res geo, doesn't matter. We're going to shape it. We're going to subdivide it. And then we're going to slice it. And I'll slice it using different kinds of slices. I know that some tubes are going to be going in here, so that's kind of what I'm...
We love tubes.
Oh, God, man. I was talking about tubes.
Tube Kingdom over here.
Dude, you have a tube.
I do. We've got a real-life chaos tube.
A real chaos tube. He's a good tube.
We like him. We love him. Just a quick thing here. Brush, create, insert mesh. And let's go to these. Let's turn the balls off. There we go.
Where else? Where else can you hear this?
Where else can you hear let's turn the balls off?
Just turn them off.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little blip.
Let's see here. Here we go. Pop one right here. What's better? What's better than little doggy snores? I love that. My little dude's just like.
He's just living his best life, man. That's it.
He's having a good time.
I'm about to stitch a bunch of points. But we did it. We did it, folks. We stitched a bunch of points. Can they do it?
Just now realizing these just need to be like oily black.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Maybe there's a little bit of color like at the roots, but it needs to be just like slimy, no diffusion, scary.
Very, very scary.
You know what? I think those need to be black too. Nothing
butt
like
tube?
What?
Did you say butt tubes?
Did I say butt, dude?
Did you say butt tubes?
Uh-uh.
You didn't say butt tubes.
Uh-uh.
You didn't say it.
Uh-uh.
You were thinking it.
I didn't say it.
You were thinking about it.
I mean, I guess it's possible.
I bet you were thinking about it.
I don't think I was thinking about it, but it's kind of up to you at this point.
I know what I heard. And I heard butt tubes. Creasing our poly groups.
So I'm just dragging my brush onto here to, you like pick like 2 or 3 really cool shapes and languages, and you just kind of marry it across the design to get it to be kind of cohesive,
Yeah, you gotta make a choice and stick with it.
And that's where versions come from.
Versions. Like, let's see one with a big hat.
Let's see one with a big hat.
The clients asked for versions.
Perversions.
There's our company name right there.
Perversions. That's pretty good. Okay, let's see. Doopy doop 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 doo.
I'm actually surprised how fast this came together. Even like knowing what I was gonna do, and I'm like in my head, I knew the techniques I was going to use. But I'm actually very pleasantly surprised.
It's the way forward. Just gotta bang it out.
Bang it out. You just gotta do it. You know how you run a trial in your mind of like what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is where I'm at. There we go. Let's go ahead and save this down.
Not that though. I just ruined it.
Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate that. There we go.
Deep in Tube Town. Oh, thanks, Matt. Hell yeah, man. Oh, Justice asked if we're watching Cabinet of Curiosities.
Yes, I am on the last episode, and
Oh, really? Oh, man, I got so much catching up to do.
I love it, dude.
Trying real hard. Trying hard to
Like,
catch up.
Dude is saving TV right now.
We need more like little creep shows.
Yeah, man. I mean, let's bring it back. We're already getting there.
We're already getting there.
We're already in the, like the basic, or I mean, we're getting back to like the era of monsters and creatures being acceptable. We're getting fun. We're getting all sorts of cool stuff, man. It's exciting.
Feels good.
It feels really good.
Try make more tubes. Just trying to find some tubes that I like.
Dude's got to make tubes. Hope you guys understand.
When you say you're going to do Giger, you know you're about to make some tubes.
Got to do tubes. All right, fuck this software.
This is actually pretty fun.
I'm having a good time.
I'm having a good time.
I am enjoying myself, having a good time.
Never thought I'd be having a good time before. Question is do we go full Mondo?
Yeah, is it a Mondo situation or?
Do we go full Mondo? What happens now? I would never let my kids go full Mondo.
Okay. Yeah, I guess in the demo you can't turn off the indications of where the lights are.
No. Oh man. They just really want you to suffer.
Yeah, they want me to suffer for a lot of money. And you know what? That's okay.
I mean, it's not fair that, like, as loyal customers for years, and even evangelists, really, we've praised Keyshot over and over again. Come on, Keyshot, sponsor us.
Yeah, dude, that would be great. If you guys want to go out, we can have a good time.
Man, you want to make our life easy? What we need.
We can make cool stuff.
We are very grateful, of course, to our sponsor Lenovo.
Oh, we love Lenovo.
The stream.
Yeah,
Creature Corner.
No question. We
In the
love
corner up here. Look, I'm literally holding it up. It's so tubular, Ty. Yes. Welcome, Ty. Hello. Yes, it's very tubular. People don't know this. I'm somewhat of a tube myself.
I'm somewhat of a tube myself.
And I made this cool piece. I'm going to duplicate it. Use it elsewhere. You'll never know. You'll never know that I'm a parts reuser. So I'll make these kind of like little techie balls too. You can use them over and over again.
It's all about techie balls, boys.
All about techie balls. Mmm.
Techie ball, man. What about now?
I like this piece that I'm making, but I can't help but think it looks like a little firefighter's helmet.
Oh. Yeah, well, I mean, once the lighting hits it, right? Or
yeah, that'll go away.
Lighting, you get to decide whether or not you want it.
Do it like this. Yeah, that's cool. Or I could go like this. This is the fun part about design. Mirroring parts and seeing what works. A Gorgon guy. A Geiger Gorgon.
Good Gorgon.
A good Gorgon.
All right, this is where I'm at. I got to start thinking. I think next session I'll go in and do a bunch of organic kind of like tubes and fleshy bits. I want to split the lip right here. Really split the lip like it's a viper. Get some depth of field.
Mine's pretty much just like Gorgon in name only. I'm gonna keep making tubes.
I mean, it's a tube kind of day.
Yeah, I didn't think like I'd be like waking up making a bunch of tubes, but like, phew. But now that I'm here, I can't stop.
I can't stop the tube, Your Honor.
I can't stop making tubes.
All right, I'm going to split these lips, turn the head, and then leave it for the night, I think. I might add some red in there. Some nice little scary red. That'll be nice.
Yeah, we're only going to be doing this one for a short time. This is a quick project.
Yeah, two episodes is what we're thinking.
Short and fat.
Short and fast. not going to comment on that.
No, he's not going to comment.
Yeah. Yo, I gotta say, I dig it. I dig where I'm at.
I'm actually, yeah, I feel good. It's weird. I think maybe Xenobite Dragon like gave us superpowers or something.
Well,
Like-
yeah, I mean, we just know that we're not spending.
We're not going to be spending days upon days. I mean, hell, like, it really wouldn't take much just to like render where I'm at now.
Oh, and just Photoshop over it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, or you know, just a little bit of stuff on top of that, and like we're done.
That might even be, you know, the next episode is just finishing it in Photoshop.
Yeah, just a little paint over comp session, or at least spending like maybe 30 minutes polishing up any model stuff.
Yeah.
But then the rest we'll just comp over.
Yeah, and the rest you're just in party zone, right?
Yeah, we're just in party zone, and then we're figuring out what we got a big list of things that we want to make. It's a very big list.
It's a massive list.
Let me tell you, when Matt and I come up with this list,
be sure and version up.
good idea. Save. She's the Gorgon lady. A Giger Geiger Gorgon.
Giger Geiger Gorgon.
He's got a Giger Geiger Gorgon. Yeah, we are loving
Guys, do you save the document, project, or tool? I save the tool every time. It's the lowest file size and it's just your sculpture. If you want to save your history and other stuff like that, you save the project.
Yeah, if you're saving either history or you're like rendering specifically in ZBrush, then you want to save a project. Dude, I bet this would look wicked with our flat shader. Our flat shaded cool stuff.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
There you go. Switch to jelly bean. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's what's so fun about these little flat shaders that you can set up so quick. Let's go back to the standard config so you can really see it. There you go. Oh, Matt, that looks beautiful, bud.
Dude, thank you so much, man. Yeah, all of the post stuff you can do in Keyshot is great. That's what I miss in V-Ray. Is V-Ray has just a super kick-ass like post processing in their render view. In Arnold, I kind of miss that, but this is really fun and instant depth of field. Yeah, thank you, man. I'm glad you like it. This is where I'm going. Let's look at the sketch. I want to look at the sketch.
Where you went from sketch to screen.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, Yeah, so there you go. I mean, there's a
Oh yeah,
kind of snake lady, you know, thinking about the sneaky eyes, some of the shape language. That's where you can go with your silly little sketches, man. As long as you have the
that's great,
idea
dude.
in your head, you can just bang it out. Cool.
Got mine in render very, very quickly, and then we'll take a look. I just have so many tubes I need to do.
Yeah, let's see those tubes, bro.
Dude, I'm doing like a bunch of tubes coming out of tubes. I'm just gonna snapshot a bunch of tubes, man. Oh, buddy. So I'm teaching Intro to Digital Sculpting this term,
Okay.
and it is
It's like this is a sphere.
it's like this is a document. This is a sphere. This is
Oh yeah. Yeah.
know?
Dude, and no lie, learning that stuff was one of the hardest learning curves for me.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like understanding, you know what I mean?
ZBrush has a when you I forget when you are learning ZBrush for the first time, it is it's a hard program to learn.
Yeah, just 3D in general, you know, like, I mean, crap, dude. Just the idea of, I remember before I really knew 3D, I was like, oh, I imagine 3D software is like you can subtract shapes really easily from each other and all this other stuff. But it's like, no, man, like, you got to build stuff vertice by vertice and then graduate to polygons and then graduate to, you know, whatever. It's insane.
I really, I don't know what I expected when I wanted to learn 3D. I just knew it was more accessible.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get in there and they're teaching me NURBS, and I'm like, oh my God, this is horrifying. I'll never learn this.
This is how they made Jurassic Park.
This is how they made Jurassic Park with NURBS.
I'm making my first material on my new computer.
Are you so happy?
Well, you know, it's going pretty fast. So that's nice.
Did you turn on the GPU?
Oh, yeah. I got that big, bad, nasty GPU, too.
You got that big, bad, nasty now.
It's a big, bad, nasty. It goes really fast.
It goes zoom, zoom.
It goes zoom, zoom.
It goes zoom, zoom fast.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. See, if I had a cool, like...
First time. Oh, man. I remember the first time I saw Keyshot with my graphics card. I was like, oh, yes.
If I had a cool background like you, I could have some cool beauty images. There we go. That's nice. Damn, okay. Okay, girl. I see you, baby. I see you, baby. You getting crazy. And anytime you got some sort of weird alien guy, you just always got to color your reflection. It's just a #1 rule.
Interesting.
And I mean, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. I got this window. It's spanning across 4 monitors.
That is what you signed up for.
I'm like, bro, look it up. Yeah, man. If you put some color in that reflection and you got like some blue lights or an HDR or whatever, it's going to multiply against each other and make some nice little colors. Like so, instead of white, I've got a little bit of well.
You're making me want to render it.
There we go. Bing. There we go. So yeah, a little bit of orange speck. It's feeling good. Let's hit it with like a purple. What's purple look like? A little bit of blue. There you go. See, and she's feeling kind of seductive, which is the point, right? She's like, she wants you to want it, but you don't know that she's got these little things. And these little things are going to screw you up. And what this desperately needs is a kick-ass eye sculpt. Because that's like the focal point of the character. In my render, it's like you're looking right at her eyes. And she's like, hey, big boy, you want to be concrete?
You want to be...
You want to be a construction zone? How about some rebar?
How about some rebar?
How about some rebar? Oh, dude, that's looking tight.
Hell yeah, buddy.
I like the lighting. Just that one, like, what the hell? Yeah, that's crazy looking. That's cool.
Did I overdo it on the tubes?
No, I mean, what's the big thing coming off of him?
Well, that's this disc thing.
Is that like where he connects? Is he connected?
Try. I'm wondering if I need to get rid of one of these guys. I like these. But it's about sometimes you're doing addition and subtraction.
That's what we like. You just got to continually slam stuff in there until you like it. And there are, I mean,
you can do that forever.
Times where you block something in that you really, really like, and then you'll take it away right before you deliver, or it'll be the first thing on delivery that they call out and be like,
oh man,
this isn't working. And you're like, fuck.
Don't you love it when you see it in render? It's too far gone. You have to deliver it, and you're like, well, on it.
Yep, here it comes.
There it goes. Yep,
there it is.
There it is. They commented on it. There's nothing you can do. You're just like, there we go. This. And I need like a little bit of asymmetry.
My seductive Gorgon.
A seductive Gorgon.
It's that moment whenever you realize, why am I off symmetry? That's okay. Yeah, this thing's going to have to get subdivided and get some serious detail next week. I'm excited about that.
We're having fun.
Oh, look at this. Look at her. Let's bring it in. Boop. There we go. There it is. No. Oh, I forgot to send the glass over. That's what it is. The eyeglass. Man, you can't forget the eyeglass in any character render. Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
Oh, it's such a requirement. Gotta have it.
Yeah, look at her. She's ready. She's ready to hang out.
Turn on.
Nice and alien with the blue background there.
Probably too many tubes, right?
I don't know if it's too many tubes. The only thing, honestly, that I see is that it's losing a little bit of the feminine quality in the face.
Yeah, you're right.
With the Darth Vader mask. All of the tubes are sick, but if you bring back maybe some sort of...
I get you. That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's a fair critique.
Yeah, you feel it.
I feel it. I feel it. All right.
He feels it.
Yeah. Yeah, that works.
Oh yeah, dude. If you just pucker those lips or something, you'll be solid.
Pucker.
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 Pucker those lips.
Pucker. I don't even know her.
Soldier, I want you to pucker those lips.
That was good. That got me. I'm way into it.
Listen here, soldier. We are here to look our best. I want you to pucker those lips and get out there and strut to your fullest.
Do. Let's see. And just trying to remember where everything is at on the new computer is difficult. Okay, well, before I call it, I do want to, I'll just show you guys how easy it is to do some of this. Let's go back to my sculpt here. Where is it at? There she is. Look at her. She's beautiful. She's got all this weird shit. But you can see like the repeating scales here that I have. Let's just pull the brush up. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. There you go. Turn that off. But yeah, like these repeating little brushes here. I have gone through and I have made a ton of these brushes because I'm working on something that requires it. And they're really good for, you know, drag and drop for design purpose or like keeping the streamlined curves like this. And that's how I made all of these scales on these horns and everything and on the face. And it's essentially just a plane with a detail sculpted on, right? You start from one of the, and as you can see, I've gone through and sculpted a bunch of different scales, spikes, skin, flaps. You know, I've got hooks.
Yeah, that's awesome. Go back to that little hooky.
Like ribbing.
Those are cool.
This ribbing, actually, we'll go ahead and do.
That looks rad. Yeah.
On this one, and how we do it is like it'll start off with drag rect, right? And so you're like, okay, well, here's my shape, and you just set it to dots, and you should be able to drag. Oh, there we go. And in order to get, you just go to stroke and go to your lazy step, and this is basically how far or how close your stamp is going to repeat. So if it's repeating too far, you're going to want to take it down. I'll probably take it to like 0.1. Boom. And then you've got xenomorph language just like that, right? That kind of, and you can turn on RGB, grab a darker color, and now it's in the paint on your model as well. And so I've done that with a lot of different shapes, different spikes, different fins, you know, different orientations, to where, you know, You can make really big changes if you just like drag it in. You're like, okay, that's an interesting shape. Wow, look at how neat that is. Or if you're, doing kind of what I'm doing, you're looking for that kind of organic flow of scales, and even that looks cool. So I might keep that. I'll go ahead and duplicate this and redraw that line. But yeah, that looks cool. So that's kind of the method to the madness. You just make that brush template, and the only thing required in the brush template, and there's projects everywhere. In your Lightbox, you go to, what is it, project. Don't look at what was just on my screen, and you go to, where is it at? It's like brush templates or something, or do you go to brush and then go to brush templates? You know where it is?
Brush templates? What are you talking about?
Miscellaneous. Yeah, brush.
It's in your brushes. Oh, to make the VDM?
Well, yeah, you get a project, brush template, and you get this.
Oh, interesting.
You get.
I've always used the curve or the brushes that are in there. But go ahead, that's awesome.
Yeah, so the deal with it, the reason why you want to do it this way is it's going to change out your project. But these planes, if you go to deformation, they're morphable to the grid. And so it morphs your geometry straight back to the grid. And so that's how you know you have your absolute value in your alpha on your VDM, right? And that's also how whenever
that's a good point.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because what you'll do a lot of times is you'll make something, and for instance, if I were to drag this geometry out and stretch it like this, I just keep stretching, and if you look at the polys, that topology is really stretched. And so, for instance, if I'm like, okay, let's let's make this brush, and then I can see that it's breaking my topology like that whenever I drag it out. That's how I know that I can quickly save this by just taking it and morph to grid, and then that's going to be your positive, your absolute 0 on your VDMs. And that is basically how I just went through, like I said, and just made all of these different scales, different folds. Like this is a really, really, really useful brush. Just this one little wrinkle right here. You can just drag it out, spat it on. It's super. The simplest thing can get you, same thing with this, and you just go in and do some basic shapes. And then if you want to, you come back in and you really define these sculpts. But it's really just the discovering journey of like, okay, what works? How does it work? Whatever. What's good?
Super cool, man. I like that a lot.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Now you're the scale master.
I'm the scale man.
You're the. When will this be available on YouTube? I believe they're available immediately following.
Right. I think so.
Yeah, they go up pretty much right away.
But dude, let's do a check-in, and I'm ready to call it, my man.
Right on. I'm giving it a second. It'll pop. There we
go. Ooh, dude, I love the lighting.
Very simple lighting. Just one key light in front, one light in the back.
Yeah.
And then, it popped out of my GPU. So there we go.
Dude, nice. Yeah, very, very mechanical, very Giger feeling.
We'll give it a second and it'll pop in there. For some reason, all the subdivisions on this thing are really bogging it down. There we go.
Nice.
So now I think it's really just a little bit of textural work.
Cool.
And making the techies look all cool.
Just go full techie on it.
Go full techie, and then I think we'll be there. So pretty cool little guy. How about you?
Like
Oh, looks great. Hell
This is where, thank you, man. This is where I ended. This was a little sketch here. Let's see if we can pull it up. The original idea was this just like really simple sketch on my iPad. I was thinking maybe eyeballs come out of these things. I think that might be a little too much, too cheesy. But I wanted to carry over the Viper language, in the sculpt. And I think it's showing up pretty well. Let's see. Yeah. And there we are. Super sci-fi, super alien. And I think once I start getting some, if I were to take this and render a black pass, like a black oily pass, I think I could get some pretty cool results. So I'm stoked on it where it's at, man.
Yeah, I think
cool projects.
I think when we started, I think when I suggested maybe Giger Gorgon to you, you were, we both kind of were like, I don't know.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, this could be crazy. I don't know. But, in true fashion, we pulled it out. Oh, dude, I like that.
Yeah, look at that. That's crazy.
Cool.
It's got some interesting shape language in it.
So, yeah, man, that's good. And you feel good, and we're all feeling good. So it's like
we're all feeling good.
We're all doing pretty good, man.
Dude, I'm feeling good about going to sleep. That was really fun.
Yeah, that was a good fun session. So yeah, man, I feel good about that.
It's always good hanging, my man.
I know. We had a great time. Hope everybody had a great Halloween.
Yeah.
We are
yearly.
We are here for 2 more weeks on for this week and next week on Giger Gorgons. And then we will find our new one. You'll have to wait and see what that is.
Yeah, and it might be a laser T-Rex. I don't know.
It might be a laser T-Rex. God.
Could be.
Cenobite Dragon, laser T-Rex. We're going to make it easy. If you want to get a hold of us, feel free to contact us here at MonsterMash42, at Jared Krichevsky. That's me. Matt Millard here is at ItchyTasty _
There's an underscore.
And then he is at Matt Millard 3D. Please reach out to us. Ask us questions. Tell us that you love us. Show us what you're working on.
Show us the monsters you're making, man.
Show us the monsters. Tag us in your posts. That's the easiest way to get us to see it is just tag us. And we'll be like, what? That's rad. And you were like, watching Creature Corner. What?
Hanging out.
Anyway. So we love you. Good night. Thank you to Lenovo, our sponsor. Thank you to Gnomon School of Visual Effects. Thank you to Matt Millard, my psycho pirate in arms. Good night, folks.